Rito and his bandits make camp here. Take care. You're amplified. You've already drained yourself. You're in pain. Thump that melon. You're half dead. You can last longer. Listen to the creatures of the night.
Me.
This one seems to be in good spirits, despite being left here for dead.
Me. Khalifa of Cairo.
Has heard that you have a sense of compassion and trusts it's in your nature to help those in need.
Ikaya Marafka. Tid Mishako here.
Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience.
Echinye.
Is grateful you chose that. You can't be good without doing good for others. Look here, another toxanol dump. You're powered up. Slash and dash. Chop, chop. Finished him off. This one seems to be in good spirits, despite being left here for dead. Has heard that you have a... Asks you to do the right... Is grateful you chose that. You can't be good without doing good for others.
Come toward the light.
Slow down. Why would you rush in?
When you see what you want, why wait?
Well, what about being careful?
Pah! Poppycock! Full speed ahead!
Ride like the wind. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. They've been waiting for you. Taking control of this fort will bring peace between your tribes. The scouts have reported activity nearby that's worth looking into before you enter the fort. They've positioned a storm tower near the fort that you'll use to get over the wall. However, you need to prop up its wheelhouse first to stabilize the situation. Says you don't have to knock to get inside. History is nothing but a series of stories. Now that's a flesh wound. Rid of the aches and pains. That hurt 'em. Let's see. It's time to set the rival tribe free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to their Sifu.
Hello?
You need to unite the tribes and save the Tree of Life to truly become free. Control your destiny, or someone else will. That's a fire starter. The dry grass looks like it would ignite easily. You just need to create a spark to light a fire. It burns brighter than the light. Not going to happen with your key energy level. Good hit. Chop it up. Got one. Full-on key pumps. You're injured. Hack and slash. Days are scarce. Don't waste them. That's a pyro sizzler right there. Just get to work on it. Make it frizzle. Nice crackle. The battering bonker looks like a great way to get through the gate. Bet you just need to knock and it'll open up. That's bonkers. The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. He didn't expect it would go down this way. It'll be hard to talk your way out of a fight. He's not sure if you're likable enough to just give up the fort without a fight. He realizes a peaceful end would be best. He'll entrust the fort to you. The rival Sifu is defeated, and the destiny of their tribe is in your hands. You are free to choose their fate, but not free from the consequences of your choice. He'll leave it up to you to decide the fate of the rival Sifu, but suggests you be merciful. Do good, and good will follow you. Thinks it's a good gesture to offer support to others when you can see that they need it. And with that, you're spinning your own fate, good or bad, never to be undone. Side by side they'll stand until order and stability is reinstituted. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Your Sifu is pleased. You're one step closer to uniting the tribes. It's a pity you needed to use force to get the point across. But he's still concerned about the fate of the world. You can't lose this war. If you get the ending wrong, the effort it took to get there was in vain. A proper ending, however, provides closure. He says you've grown so much stronger than when you first met. You know better than anyone that the fate of the world is still at stake. You need a world where everyone is guided only by their conscience. The fate of the world depends on the triumph of good. The tree of life still stands, and it's up to you to make sure it does so to the end. It's the Jagni staff. Did you hear thunder? That's the leftover you're looking for. Keep filling your air holes. This is way worse than moist. The moistest. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. He made a suction device so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. You can also use it to clear oily goo puddles, so you can pass and access hard-to-get-to areas. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the jumbo puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts. Gizmo thinks he's a little peculiar, but very knowledgeable. He has the ins and outs of all monster and creature whereabouts. This won't end well. It'll end fantastic. The Grease Monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to.
Potser. In Mo. Diava.
It's a fresh morning. Maybe find some breakfast. Let's see. This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be. Says a monster hunter hears many things on the wind. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes. Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make. You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss. Claims he mostly kills whoever he doesn't like. Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot. Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead. Says you should give up on working with the stubborn Myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones. Says they keep the monsters away. He needs them closer, not farther. But enough of that, right? He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed. He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output. Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short.
Hoja eskuko Johanna badang udidimada bulshada.
Thinks that it all hangs on the tree of life. When it started to fail, everything changed.
Sirka full de horse.
Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter.
Vaksan mar malva cherry.
Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big.
Sarevanyat zab dana disa fela.
There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes. Says it's not far at all. Fortunately for you, the squips seem to have acclimatized themselves to the otherwise uninhabitable dead zone. Just put one stomper after the other. Imagine that. You could just go to a place like this to get a proper meal back in the old world. Crit. Bullets everywhere. So much sharper. Hot metal. Playtime is over. Stomps even harder. You are the guidance system. Middle-lifed. Head on. There's a place and time for everything. But for that city scenario, it's already come and gone. Smell that burning fuel. Half-lifed. Every day, everything seems like it happens at once. Wait, it's the Scrip hole-up. Place is just filled with critters. Bullseye. Crack open that tin can and escape. Needs a key. Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death. Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. Small things for your big ideas. Watch those teeth. We are lonesome animals. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Legs won't. You should be able to use that. Eyes on the road or whatever's ahead. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? He says that's enough scripts to sustain the Mekton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done. That's the special weapon he made to store the scripts in the Mekton. It will be strong enough to launch them at the Jumbo Puff. Gizmo's made vehicles before to confront the Jumbo Puff himself, but failed. But this time, it's different. The Mekton will be strong enough to do the job. It's time to put a stop to the World Eater now, otherwise he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle. He asks you to not even think about taking on the Jumbo Puff on foot. You'll need the Mekton to do the job. Take his word for it. There's time to improve the Mekton before you confront the Puff. There are more wreck boxes out in the dead zone with gear you should be able to equip the Mekton with on your own. He's sure you remember enough of what he taught you about upcycling to fit some skronky gear to the Mekton on your own. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Thinks it's great to see you out and doing things all day long. Says they're glad you're with them. Wishes you goodbye. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Claims even as a kid you had so much heart and is glad that hasn't faded. The tree's going to bleed death from its roots if you keep taking her for granted. Didn't have much else to say, so no problem. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Says you're welcome back. Mistakes get made in the dark. You'll get there with time. This is called suburbia, a place to get away from the city stink. Go grab the bar and start squeezing those muscles. You snap that off, feeling pumped up. Every day is a new chance to fulfill your destiny. Don't stop pounding that one. You're absolutely drained. You need to unturn the pipe tightness to drain the flush stool. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's what you could call a wet disaster. You need to unturn the pipe tightness to drain the flush stool. That's what you could call a wet disaster. Crack that skull! You need to unturn the pipe tightness to drain the flush stool. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. Next time, bring a life preserver. Stay on target. Key extreme. The day is getting on.